Hello and welcome to Tuesday night's Champions League semi-final review. Here we're going to talk about the massive Champions League semi-final clash between PSG and Bayern Munich, and this one had all the ingredients of a classic tie. Two of Europe's most dangerous attacking sides going head-to-head, with PSG's pace and flare up against Bayern's structure and intensity on the big stage, and both teams capable of dominating spells but also vulnerable when stretched, setting the tone for a high-tempo, unpredictable battle. Let's analyze one win down at the Parc des Princes together. Full-time score at the Parc des Princes between PSG and Bayern Munich at the semi-final first leg tie. PSG 5, Bayern Munich 4, as holders edge out a Champions League classic. History was made in the Champions League as Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich served up in an epic in the first leg of their semi-final. Bayern Munich were edged out by PSG in a 5-4 in a history-making Champions League semi-final first leg at the Parc des Princes. The reigning European champions and the Bundesliga top dogs served up an instant classic in the French capital, where two world-class attackers traded blow for blow, and a new record was set for goals in a Champions League semi-final. By the 58th minute, PSG, who fell behind to a Harry Kane's penalty, were leading 5-2 10 minutes later. Bayern had dragged themselves to within a goal to keep the tie firmly in the balance ahead of the second leg in Munich next week. A frantic start set the tone for an epic battle, an end-to-end nature on show from the off, as Alphonso Davies made a vital clearance for Bayern, who raced forward and won penalty when Luis Díaz was failed by William Pacho. Kane sent Matvei Safonov the wrong way to match Robert Lewandowski's club record of netting in 5 straight Champions League knockout games. The England captain then slipped in Michael Olise for a fantastic chance, but Safonov came up with a huge save and PSG made their reprieve count in the 24th minute. After Ousmane Dembélé sliced wide when one-on-one with Manuel Neuer, Kvaratskhelia cut in from the left and brilliantly picked out the bottom right corner. Olise saw the cutback save on the post at the other end before Desiree Doué had an effort deflected wide, and from a resulting corner, João Neves headed PSG into the lead. Parity was restored in the 41st minute, Olise whipping home at the end of a jinking run, but PSG had the lead back with the final kick of the first half as Dembélé slammed in front from the penalty spot after Davies was harshly adjudged to have handled the following a VAR check. Konrad Laimer skewed wide as the pulsating pace continued after the break, and PSG made Bayern pay with 2 goals in as many minutes. Kvaratskhelia drilled his second from Achraf Hakimi's low center before Dembélé doubled up with a sublime finish off the left-hand post. Bayern, though, were not drawn out. Upamecano nodded in from Joshua Kimmich's teasing free kick, and Kane then picked out Díaz, whose excellent control and finish was initially ruled out for offside, but then awarded by VAR. Seni Mayulu crashed a shot against the bar late on, with Kimmich saying a header cleared off the line as the drama continued until the last moment. Barcelona and Inter delivered one of the all-time great Champions League ties in last season's semi-finals, but this game outshone it. It marked the first time Bayern have conceded 5 goals in a European match since 1994-95 season, when they lost the Champions League semi-final second leg 5-2 to Ajax. PSG, meanwhile, have netted at least 5 goals in 4 different Champions League games this season, joining Liverpool in 2017-18 season with the joint most in a single campaign. The previous record for goals in a single Champions League semi-final game was 7. Remarkably, there were only 22 shots, meaning 40.1% of their attempts resulting in a goal. This was the first time in a European semi-final in any competition that both teams scored 4+ goals. PSG created chances worth 1.91 expected goals, which was edged out by Bayern's 2.51 xG, yet more evidence of the quality, caliber, of finishing on show. Bayern's front three of Kane, Olise, and Diaz have now scored 100 goals between them this term, while that trio have now all contributed 10 plus goal involvements in the Champions League in 2005-2006 season. All set for now for the massive second night in the Champions League as Atletico de Madrid host Arsenal in a huge semi-final clash, in which Arteta had made it clear Arsenal are not coming here to settle for a draw even against the manager he openly calls a role model in Diego Simeone. With battle of styles at the highest level, Atletico's discipline and big game experience at home against the Arsenal side chasing a statement performance on the European stage. With both teams under pressure and everything on the line, this one feels like it could be decided by the smallest details. Another huge night awaits, and we should not miss it. But until then, take care and good night.